Thank you so much, Graham. Lovely action there from our youngsters. Now, this week sees National Book Week, and it's a week set aside to really get South Africa reading. And it's also, there's lots of events planned throughout this week, to really commemorate National Book Week in light of the, let's say the textbook saga happening in Limpopo at the moment, which is a very, very serious crisis. So this morning we're sitting down with Mr. Brian Wafuaroa. He's on the board of the South African Book Development Council, talking about this week and also all of the events planned. Mr. Brian, how are you, man?
Good meeting you too.
Good. Are you all settled in? Did you have your cup of coffee?
No, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. Thanks.
Awesome. So very nice week, very nice initiative. But let's talk a bit about some of the factors that really prohibit South Africa. What is the situation in South Africa prohibiting people from reading? Things like access, looking at the crisis in Limpopo at the moment.
Yeah, I think there are obvious factors like probably the distribution network and whether those networks reach all the people. But there's also the issue of price and affordability. But I think one that we would like to really deal with is the attitude that people have towards books, whether they see adequate value around books in their lives. I think that's the one that we think we can get right through the campaigns like National Book Week.
Now, what are some of the measures that you guys are taking to really get more people reading in South Africa? And also, what is the significance of a week like this?
The significance of a week like this is that we are taking all people that are involved in the book sector, booksellers, publishers, authors, the government, the Department of Arts and Culture, and carrying out a campaign where we say to everybody, reading will improve your life. And reading beyond instructional purposes will make you a better person. It will improve you significantly, including learners. They need to read in order to do better in their work. The type of campaigns that we are having is that we are taking people that they look up to. Like you've heard about Hot Sticks Mabuse, the musician, who decided to do his matric studies at the age of 60 and has completed his matric. So there's the musical appeal. They look up to him that way. But he has done something very good with books and reading. We try and combine those two and get people who follow him to listen to him talk about how books really matter in his life.
It really influences a person, just by reading, especially for students, outside of their studies, and just improving the literacy levels. Now, let's talk a bit about some of the events planned throughout this week. What is happening around South Africa?
There are many events that are satellite events that are happening all over the country, but the focus is in Port Elizabeth this year. That's where the epicenter is. It includes discussions around books, reading to children. People like Dion Meyer, the crime thriller writer, will be reading to people. It looks at policy discussions as well. Whilst people are having fun outside, there are serious policy discussions that are happening. For example, yesterday we had a session with Minister Paul Mashatile, Minister of Arts and Culture, about the development of a national book policy and how we can get all people reading, how we can put the Department of Education, the Department of Trade and Industry, the Department of Arts and Culture and the industry, how we can all pull together to develop some form of a national book policy.
Now Book Week it's its third year running now.
That's
how
correct.
long would you say it would take for things to start changing, for people to start reading more?
It takes a lot of time, in the sense that if you look at countries like South Korea, they started with their campaigns around 1969. If you look at how powerful they are as a developed nation now, it has taken them quite long. But I think we're looking at 5 to 10 years to begin to see real results. But the impact on human capital and the impact on economic development will come much later, and you'll begin to see it through manufacturing, through the scientists that we produce, through arts and culture. So it's something that we have to commit ourselves to over a substantial length of time.
Awesome, perfect. Thank you so much. And if people would like to find out more about the South African National Book Week, what is their website that they can visit?
They can Google the SABDC or Google the National Book Week South Africa.
National Book Week South Africa. Ms. Brian, thank you very much. And all the best for the rest of the week and for the events planned.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
We'll also put some new details on our website, expressoshow.com as well, just so if you can find out more about South African National Book Week. So pick up a book, start reading. It can only benefit you. We'll be right back.